Oh, and speaking of, I didn't talk about this. Before I get into this, I'll mention briefly. There is a congresswoman named Marjorie Taylor Greene. I have vaguely heard about her because she's like a celebrity. She's like one of those celebrity politicians who like says shit that pisses people off, and everyone's like, "Oh no, we have to get her." Kind of like Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz is also from Florida. He's my congressman. So she's like a celebrity congresswoman. She's been elected, so she's a sitting congresswoman. She's running for re-election, and she got swatted. Someone called in with from what I understand, a voice synthesizer, and spoke to a 911 operative using a voice synthesizer in such a way that it felt like a real conversation, and said that Marjorie had shot her husband in the bathtub. This triggers a police investigation. Nobody's hurt, but Marjorie goes on fucking television and shit. Let me see if I have this clip. I definitely downloaded it, I think. Here.
But also the police report states something else fairly alarming, that the suspect claims that he or she is connected to this website, which is a site that actually supports cyber stalking. The suspect even gave police their username. So basically, as you pointed out, this is a suspect admitted to intending to do harm via cyber stalking. You said you fully want to, prosecute whomever did this, and I'm assuming that suspect is still at large, right?
Yes, there's an investigation underway, and there's an even investigation into whether that's really the person that did this. But isn't it concerning that such a website exists? Like, why does that even exist? That website needs to be taken down. There should be no business or any kind of service where you can target your enemy. That's absolutely absurd. And this is the type of lawlessness that Democrats want all over the country. You know, the Democrats are the party of defund the police, which has created crime that is going out of control all over the country. But it's also failure of our government and failure of our law enforcement to not take down a website like that. Like, all of these types of groups need to be completely eradicated. They should not be allowed to exist. They should not be able to abuse police resources like that. And police officers, we need more police officers. We don't have enough right now. They need to be able to respond to traffic accidents as real emergencies, and to calls where they've got to save someone's life, not be part of a prank or a potential, way to kill someone. So, that has to end.
Just fucking it's so. This is probably the most frustrating thing, because it's like you have someone who is the victim of a crime, and that sucks. But Marjorie Taylor Greene does not have a thread on the forum. She has like a politics general thread in articles and happenings. She's not doxxed on the forum. Nobody on the forum hates Marjorie Taylor Greene. The forum does not organize a crime against a random congresswoman, but yet it is literally trivial. Anybody could do this. Get a burner phone, get one of those machine learning things to do text to speech, and anybody could do this crime. And that's all it takes for to have a fucking congresswoman on television shouting that you have to be eradicated like a lunatic, frothing with rage at your fucking site. And by the way, none of these people, like the police didn't email me, she didn't email me, her staffers didn't email me to say like, hey, what's the deal with this? You have the website, actually, you know why? Because the fucking site was down. The website was down when this happened. So the website responsible was not even fucking operating at the time that this happened. So there was no way. And it's bullshit. The swatting shit is more. I made a post about this, but the swatting shit to me is like, I don't know how to fix this. The victims have political interest right now, and sorry, I lost my train of thought because I saw an urgent message. They have political interest in getting this attention from being a victim, and so the logical thing to stop it from happening is to not publicize it. But the logical thing to stop it from happening is not what benefits them in the short run. So it's essentially a very effective extortion racket to try and take down the site by random fucking people, literally random fucking people. Could be anywhere in the world, could be in Kuwait. There could be a fat man in Kuwait doing this just because he can, and there's no retort to this. There's no response. There's literally nothing I can do, and it builds up animosity, and legitimizes bullshit grievances to galvanize people against the site when it doesn't do any of this. It doesn't do any of this. It doesn't encourage people to do any of this. And there's no like middle ground. There's nothing to take away to fix it. You know what I mean? There's like literally nothing that can be done to fix it. Yeah. I am going to. There's 3,200 people watching this. I'm debating what to do because the Maddie site is also down because of the black hole. I'm aware that Keffels is apparently on cozy.tv. I don't know who the fuck with. I don't know if they're on Twitch or what. And they're advocating that the Troon Squad come out and flag this stream. So the stream is going down right now. You can continue to watch this stream. If you go to t.me/MaddieOnAir and join the live stream, you can go to, actually I am going to pin this real quick. There's a bunch of, there's the Odyssey link. There is the VK link, and that's the frustrating thing about the site being there. You know what, I'm gonna link people to Telegram, to Odyssey, and to VK, and the stream is going to end real quick. Because I don't want to fuck around with that. Because it's gonna like mass flaggings are effective on these platforms. Let me get the Odyssey chat. This is very exciting. I think that the only thing I have left to talk about even is the super chat. So I apologize to everyone who intends to leave immediately. Actually, you know what? I do have a little bit more. I have Gavin McInnes. That also happened. I was talking about swatting, which is why I preambled it with the Marjorie Taylor thing. And I really don't even have a solution for that. If people aren't willing to be proactive and like not announcing that things are successful and harassing them, then it's like with school shootings and shit. You need like some level of public participation to get that to stop. Okay, so that's done. YouTube is gone. Apologize to the homies that we lost along the way. Perfect. Okay. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining me on this side of the stream. Lucas is fat and stinky. I agree. You know what's funny? I remember I saw results from a study talking about the aftercare of the neovagina, which if you don't know, the neovagina is constructed through a plastic surgery called penile scrotal flap vaginoplasty. And this is how they cut the penis in half and they make the labia out of it by stapling that back to either sides of a hole, which after a couple of months of healing, in a best case scenario, it looks and feels like a big belly button in your crotch. And the study that I saw specifically said that regardless of the quality of the aesthetics of the neovagina belly button hole, it smells. Every single participant, according to the people who conducted the study, said that the vagina hole belly button stinks. And this is interesting. Let's think about why this may be, chat. Can you think of some holes on your body? Chances are they self-clean. And like your mouth, your butthole, your pee hole, these are things that have a way of cleaning themselves or have to be cleaned ordinarily. The belly button, however, is more likely to stink because it can't self-clean. And when you have a giant belly button in your crotch, that's also going to stink. And there's nothing you can do to get your belly button crotch hole to stop stinking. Isn't that interesting? It's funny to me thinking just now that this person who really fucking hates me, who is going to do has vowed for the rest of his life, literally said, for the rest of my life, I will do everything that I can to take on. It is someone who literally sits in a chair and they stink because they have a crotch hole that cannot heal and has fungus growing in it because it's not a self-cleaning hole. It's just a stink hole. And he just sits there, and the reek emanates from this person's crotch and gags them. And they, to distract themselves from the nauseating terror of their own existence, has to take it out on me. I am a hero for this person. I allow them to evade the terrors of being a troon. The real women, nah, son. I hate to be the one to tell you, but that's a man in a dress with a belly button vagina. Shout out to Nigga Cat. That's right. Shout out Nigga Cat. Okay, so Gavin McInnes. Can someone explain to me? Actually, fuck it. I'll read the super chats, or not the super chats. The tweets, and then I'll ask my chat what the fuck, because I really don't know, to be quite honest with you. Just got off the phone with our people, and this is in response to this happening live on air. This is Gavin McInnes, Censored.tv, which is the name of his stream. And he's talking to the police here. Someone amplified this and said, like, yeah, I'll get like a lawyer. Do we want to do this here? So the FBI, this is not a swatting attempt, by the way. This is the FBI coming in midstream and arresting Gavin McInnes, so that it would be on stream when it happened. Very deliberate. There's no way that that's an accident. And it's confirmed later that he was arrested. He's in jail right now, from what I know. And he put out this statement. Actually, this guy did. I've been getting a lot of people reaching out, and yes, I am aware of the situation regarding Gavin and Ryan and the stream randomly getting interrupted. I got in contact with some people, and unfortunately this time I cannot legally discuss what happened. I'm not sure what the coming days will bring, but the rest of us are going to try and figure this out and hopefully keep stuff going as normal as possible until there can be some answers. Things like this are scary and extremely distressing, but we're going to power through it. Keep safe, Crypt Daddy. So this guy is arrested, apparently for his involvement with Jan 6, despite being against it. In chat, you have to clarify to me, what the fuck? Like Gavin McInnes is like a Ben Shapiro type, isn't he? Isn't he like a very super safe, like trigger the libtards type? How the fuck did he get arrested for Jan 6? Maybe what's his face? Jim has posted an update to this that I can look at. No, he has not. And without the Kiwifarms, I'm out of the loop. The FBI are retarded. He started the Proud Boys, though. Are the Proud Boys even really a thing? I thought that was like a joke. He started the Proud Boys. I really don't understand that. I really don't know anything about the Proud Boys except that they're like demonized by the media. Gavin shoved a butt plug up his ass live on air. Fascinating. They're a glow up. A lot of them are in jail now. They're in LARPers. Proud Boys is a joke. They're retarded but convenient enemies for the regime. Okay, so I guess that's why, because he founded the Proud Boys, even though he's against Jan 6. You know, this is another example, by the way, of why I would never vote for Trump. I heard people saying like Trump might win. I'm not voting for him. He had the capacity to pardon all the Jan 6 people. And unless he campaigns on undoing that damage and pardoning the Jan 6 people, like, I'm not going to vote for him. There was, again, to reiterate, there was a time between January 6th and January 21st when he left office where he had no power. He was literally alone, completely isolated. Mike Pence, even like Mike Pence, his vice president, had abandoned him. Everybody had abandoned him. The Congress had completely turned against him. But he had one thing that he could do. He could pardon everybody. And he chose not to. He chose not to do that. The only thing that he could have done, that he had the legal capacity to do, was pardon those people, and it would be double jeopardy. They couldn't undo that, and he chose not to. So, I don't know. Hey, is the stream on Odyssey working? There's like 2,500 people watching this right now on Odyssey. Is it working? So the fix is that I can't use Restream.io. Right now, I'm blasting up from... I'm using a multi-RTMP, so I'm using my own bandwidth instead of using Restream.io. Well, fantastic then. We have a backup. You hear that, Julian? Your child sacrifices to Moloch did not go in vain. Odyssey now works. Congratulations. What a glorious day for Satanists. All right. Damn, chat is fucking busy right now. That is crazy. I've never seen so much activity in the Odyssey chat. Well, I'm gonna the rest of the stream. Has it really been an hour? It doesn't feel like I've been ranting. When I rant, I lose track of time. It's felt like it's been a really short stream with nothing to talk about, but whatever. I am now. I will before I get into super chats, and that's going to come up in a second. And there's a lot of them to get through. I'm going to be here for like 3 hours because there's like literally $1,000 of super chats. I'm sure they're going to go after that next, but maybe the Russians can hold up. Who knows? Is there anything that I should talk about before I talk about PPP and Worski? The fight hasn't happened yet, right? Has Andy Worski gotten his face caved in yet? I'll talk about that if there's a picture of him to show. Stream keeps dropping out. Russians save us. Ralph has a chat like this, man, at the internet. Oh, dude, Ralph's chat is like dead as fuck. He's usually streaming right now. Is he on? I'm gonna flex on him if it is. Jimbo Zoomer is streaming. No Ralph though. Too bad. Student loans. Yeah, they're talking about forgiving student loans. Go for it. I don't care. The U.S. economy is a joke. They're literally just I'm doomer pilled about a lot of things, but like if they're just going to start forgiving debt, like the Republicans can't win by saying we're not going to forgive student debt because it's retarded. It's what like the Democrats are just going to buy votes at this point and say like we're going to give you all the free stuff in the fucking world, and if the Republicans don't do that, then they're not going to win. But I chances are they're also going to start, you know, the problem of two Santas, they're also going to start offering free shit to get voted. And it's unsustainable. We're really at that time where it is now completely and totally unsustainable. This process of just printing money and forgiving debts and handing cash out to whoever the fuck wants it, and it's bullshit. That's why they're hiring 85,000 IRS agents to kill on site, because that shit is a joke. This cannot continue. Yeah. Literally like a fake. Everything is just fake. It's just made up. A complete meme economy. Debt forgiveness happened in the Roman Empire before the fall. Well, there was the Jubilees. That was a thing. But we don't have Jubilees anymore. So it just kind of undermines the government. Anything else? Wiggler clips plus weight loss update. I just got my scale back in. I was busy for 2 weeks before, and I ate out more often than not. So during that time, I did not lose or gain any weight, and I'll be weighing on Sunday. I'm hoping to be under 210 soon, though. I'm very close. I'm like 1111 kilograms. Try more Keffels. Let's see what this is. He thinks I'm gonna get banned off Odyssey. That's so bizarre. Okay, whatever.